Good morning, all the students of 8th standard. We are learning the second lesson of history, that is Europe and India. In this lesson, we studied or we came up to the Renaissance period. Means we have completed Renaissance period, meaning of Renaissance and the changes during the Renaissance period. Today, we will see the next one point, that is religious reform movement. Religious reformation started during the medieval period in Europe. So what is there? The independent intellectuals, they start to attack the old religious ideology of Roman Catholic Church. In European country, there were Roman Catholic Church. The rules of the Roman Catholic Church were more strict on the common people. So independent persons, ideological person, they start to be attack on Roman Catholic Church ideology there. The Christian priests were taking advantage of the ignorance of the people and were indulged in the necessary rituals. So what happened there? Those were the priests living in those were the priests of churches. They start to live in indulgence, that they start to use advantage of their power, their rights, their positions, and unnecessarily rituals they start to take or to perform in that regions, that and they force to the peoples to perform these ritual there. So they looted the people in the name of the religion there. So common people were totally looted by the priests there. On the name of the religion, they looted the people, that they start to tell to the common peoples to perform different ceremony or the rituals, and in this way they looted that. The movement that began against it is known as the religious reformation movement. So in Europe, what is the movement started there or began there against the religious persons or the priests? That movement is known as a religious reformation movement. That due to this movement, human freedom and rationalism gain more importance. That so due to this freedom of religion, common people, they got more freedoms also there. They got the more human right freedom, rationalisms, and along with that, this tradition or the concept to be expressed their idea freely, that got more momentum, that or more importance, that people start to express their ideas freely there without any restrictions or the burden. They start to be criticized or attack on the religious policy of the churches or the pope. Next, the geographical discovery. In the year 1453 AD, the Ottoman Turks conquered the Constantinople, that is Istanbul. Today, in present time, this Constantinople, it is in Istanbul country. That so in the year 1453, Constantinople conquered the Turkish regions. Turks, they conquered the Constantinople, it is in Istanbul, which was the capital of the Byzantine Empire. So this Constantinople region or the area was the capital of Byzantine Empire. The overland trade route joining to the Asia and Europe went through this city. So the trade route which was joined to the Asia and European countries, trade route between Asia and European country, that trade route goes through this city, goes through the Constantinople, it is in Turkish. So the Constantinople, in the year 1453, Ottoman Turks, they conquered the Constantinople, which is in Istanbul then, and through this city there was a trade route was passed through this city. That trade route connect to the Asian European countries. Since the Turk blocked this route, there was a need to find out the new sea route there or new trading routes for the European countries to reach Asia. So due to that blocking that Constantinople by the Turkish peoples or the Ottoman Turk, it was necessary for the Europeans to find out the new trading route to carry their trade with Asian countries. This lead to a new phase of geographical discoveries. So with this, there was a new invention, or the phase started related with the geographical discovery. So geographical discoveries started there. In the geographical discovery, what is there? During the 15th century, European sailor went on expeditions to discover the sea route to India. So in the 15th century, what happened? European sailors there were, they went on the expedition. They went in a search to find out the sea route toward the India. In the year of 1487, there 1487, Bartholomew Dias, a Portuguese sailor, began his expeditions in search of India. There, his expeditions in search of India started. He reached to the tip of African continent. When he started toward the India, instead of that, he reached to the South African continent, which we now know as the Cape of Good Hope. That in which region of the area he reached that of African countries or the continent, that area in present time is known as the Cape of Good Hope. That next one, in the year 1492 AD, Christopher Columbus, in the year 1492 AD, that Christopher Columbus, he set out his journey to India by sailing toward the west, but reached to the eastern coast of the continent of America. So instead of to reach to the India, he reached to the continent of America. Who? Christopher Columbus. On his name there is a Columbia city is also there. So he reached to the America there, Christopher Columbus, in the year 1492. After that, in the year 1498, so 1487, 92 and in 98, Portuguese sailor Vasco da Gama, he managed to sail past the Cape of Good Hope and reached to the Indian coast in Calicut. So Vasco da Gama, he find out the sea route toward the India in the year 1498. He reached to the Indian coast, that is Calicut in West Bengal side. There he managed to reach this, and he searched that Indian territory. That so this is in geographical discoveries there at the times. So remaining part we will see tomorrow. Thank you.